Today we're going to be looking at the 2019 Ford F-150 Limited. I went ahead and lifted up the hood and opened all the hatches. It does have the front camera and the 360. It does have the invisible bra, and that's going to be on the hood and on the front part of the car. I'll kind of go over that when I shut everything. But here we have the high output 3.5 EcoBoost motor. It's the same motor they put in the Raptor. The terminals do look pretty clean, easy to get to. It's got two struts that hold up the hood, which make it a little bit easier, so you don't have to touch, greasy or oily things. But if you look inside, everything looks to be in good working order. I don't see any leaks or anything that's cause for concern. They put a lot of heat shielding and also insulating material so that you're not hearing a lot of the noise from under the hood. This also acts as an insulator. Go ahead and shut that. Looks pretty good. I mentioned that it had the clear bra is where it ends. I didn't see any real chips or flaws. The tires look brand new. And if you look inside, you can see the rotor. That looks pretty smooth. Looks pretty good. I don't see any rust or anything problematic in here with the frame. It does have the side sensors right there, which are nice. The badging for the Limited. It does have the LED light here. You do have a few different ways to get in the car. You could turn a key if the car or your fob is out of batteries, but if you do have the fob, you could lock it by doing this. You'd open it by doing this. All you need to have is the key in hand, and then you could also use the factory code or your own code to access the car, and to lock it you just hit these two buttons, which makes it kind of nice if you want to leave your keys in the car and just don't want to have a lot of bulky stuff in your pocket. This does have the Bliss blind spot monitoring system, and it does extend past your trailer if you were to hook up a trailer. These are retractable power running boards. When you shut the doors on this driver's side, they will retract. You are able to leave them down and fixed down if you would like, or also keep them from retracting. I would say if it's snowy or you're going off-road, that would be something you consider. The trim is pretty nice. It's nice wood. It's got 3 programmable seat settings. You could fold the mirrors in by hitting this button. This is how you program the other 2 mirrors. The e-brake is located here. It's a hydraulic, so if you listen, it's effective. You don't have to worry about pressing too hard or not putting enough force down on your foot in order to hold your truck on an incline or a hill. This is how you activate the LED lights on the outside of your mirrors. Makes it kind of nice to be able to look at something on the side, maybe as you're driving by. You got your fog lights. You have your light for your bed, your tailgate. I like to leave it on automatic auto for the lights, so when it gets starting to get dark, they'll just pop on. If it's dusk or dawn, I might just put it on while I'm driving. That way other people could see me a little bit better, just one of my habits. It is a telescopic steering wheel, so if you wanted to extend that out or move it closer or further away, you can definitely do that, no problem. I don't want to get too much into that until we're sitting inside. The stitching and leather is exclusive with the Limited, so it's really nice. Goes well with the silver. You can adjust the lumbar. It does have massaging seats. You can move it up and down. Power seat's really nice, and it's not very dark, but this does illuminate. And just some information about the truck, gross vehicle weight rating and whatnot. And also moving on to the back. Again, flawless. Everything looks good. It does have all-weather floor mats. The front ones are down here until we sell the car, and then we install them in the front. It does have heated back seats. You have 2 USBs as well as a 110 volt 400 watt max 3-prong. So laptops, smaller devices like that would be great. No hair dryers, no microwaves. That'd be bad. Then you have your 12 volt for things that might have different type of adapters. And this is pretty nice. It does have vents for the back seat. Some cars don't have that. So this is a 60-40 split. So all I need to do is just lift up, and then you could lift up this seat. And if you want to retract it or put it back down, you just pull this, but there is room to put 72-hour kit, other things you might want to have that's kind of out of the way. So Ford, you go ahead and pull this out. Oh, it's pretty easy to get to. So Ford came out with this inflatable seatbelt, and just like the picture shows, it'll open up so that if you are involved in a crash, your passengers won't have such a it'll kind of spread the impact of the seatbelt. So children or small people, they're less likely to get injuries from a seatbelt. And it does have a nice sturdy handle that's bolted onto the frame. So I'm going to shut this door, and then that'll retract. It is equipped with the gas capless gas cap, so if you ever do run out of fuel, there is a funnel you'll want to put in so that you can actually get the fuel from a jug into the car. But if you're just going to a gas pump, you won't run into any of those problems. So it does have a tonneau cover. I wasn't able to see the brand, but as you can tell, there's no dents. Doesn't look like anyone ever stood on top of it. Rear wheel, also brand new. Rear rotor, there it is. Looks great. Underneath the frame, nothing looking crazy here. Got your spare tire. And this is another indicator that you have bliss. Just some badging right here. Your rear sensors. You got your tow hitch. You got 4-prong. Got a 7-prong. This is what you would take the key and pull out this plug, and then you'd be able to use the tools behind the back seat in order to lower your spare. That's what that's for. You got a nice little light here, so if you are backing up or need to look down at your trailer hitch when it's dark, you're able to see that. You also have a camera, and you could also change the where that's able to focus on. You can point it straight down and also just look back for when you're parking. So if I press this button, hydraulic lowers it. The previous owner did put a carpet liner on here. It looks real nice, so they've never really towed anything crazy, which is nice. It does have a nice step, so if you were to get into your bed, you'd have no problem there. And to retract it is pretty easy as well. Just press down on 1, press down on 2, tuck that back in there, and then just slide this in. And then if you did want to fold this up, you pull down on this cable and you just start folding it up. and then it looks like it snaps in right over here at the ends. You also have some light up there, which is nice. So let me shut this. Nice limited badging. Luckily it's similar to the color of the car, so it's not such a contrast. You have this nice little piece of trim here that kind of protects against rocks that might damage the paint. Oh, that's superficial. Some dirt. It's coming right off. Again, brand new tire. Rotors look good. Doesn't look like anything crazy under here. And then just looking at the back seat, now I mentioned that tools. Now this is the only side of the back seat that'll go down. There's your funnel I was talking about, and here's your jack. So if you did need to use your tools, that's where they can be found. And then to lift this seat up, it's as easy as doing that. It's just your power amplifier for your stereo. B&O stereo system, Bang & Olufsen. Everything looks good. I don't see any flaws or damage or abuse or anything. Everything looks really nice. Child locks, of course. This also has the power seats with the ability to have massage. And you could access the massage as well by pressing this button, and then it'll bring up a menu on your screen, and then you could select what kind of a mode you want to be on. Has a nice place right here for your owner's manual. You have the original owner window sticker, which is nice. Looks like you have a lock for the dongle, and you could lock it up right here. It's a nice little place where you could maybe put something there. Also bottle. You have different sections. You could even place something here if you'd like. Thing looks good, so I'm going to shut this. Retractable running board will go up. And this is for your XM radio, that antenna. Alright, I'm going to get in the car now. One moment.